Good afternoon, everyone. I wasn't going to come on, but I decided to come on anyway. I found a recipe on allrecipes.com. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. For vegan Parmesan cheese. So I just made it in the food processor, and I want you to see. Hi, Janet. Good to see you. And I'll give you the ingredients. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm just doing fine. I made some Parmesan cheese, and it actually tastes like Parmesan cheese. You can see what it looks like. It's supposed to be fine and crumbly. It's very simple, very few ingredients. And this is the picture. I printed it out on allrecipes.com. This is what it looks like. It takes just 1 cup of almonds. I had raw almonds. 1/3 cup of raw cashews. A 1/2 cup of nutritional yeast flakes. Now some use it and some don't. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Oh, good to be here. And a teaspoon, it's supposed to be a teaspoon of salt-free herb and garlic seasoning. I didn't happen to have that, so I just put some garlic powder in it. And I've already tasted it, and it tastes okay. But basically, doesn't that look good? I mean, it's nice and crumbly, and it's fine and crumbly, and it looks just like cheese, and it tastes like cheese. Can use it on spaghetti. Can use it on lasagna, which I plan on making spaghetti tomorrow, and this will be a good topping for it. Because if you like cheese, oh, thank you. It does too. If you like cheese, but you don't want to buy it in the store, make it yourself with ingredients that you have in your kitchen. Just a few simple ingredients, and you've got it made. I wasn't going to make it, and I thought, well, I might as well. Oh, thank you for the super hearts, Erlene. Thank you very much. And I thought, hi to everybody coming on. I didn't take it out of my container yet, but I wanted you to see. This is my, because I got to figure out where to put it. This is my vegan Parmesan cheese with just a few ingredients. It's got almonds and cashews in it. You never thought that almonds and cashews would be for a cheese. But salmon is important for brain. Well, this is not about salmon. It's not about anything like that. But I'll tell you right here now, I'm a vegan. I do not eat fish. I do not eat meat of any kind. Oh, rice flour? I didn't know that. Well, it wasn't part of it. I suppose that you learn. See, I'm learning from you just like you're learning from me. That wasn't one of the ingredients, but I suppose it would be okay. You know, it said it was supposed to be fine. And I did not grind the almonds up before I put them in the food processor. I just did it, pulsed it a few times, and let it grind it up. No, I found this on allrecipes.com. I was looking for recipes the other day, and I happened to find this on there. If you've never been on that website, go on there. They have, oh my goodness, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of recipes. Well, yep, they might have, but meat is not. If you listen to Leslie, she'll tell you the same thing. We're not supposed to eat meat. God never made our bodies to eat meat, but yet man's decided to go and kill it and put it on the table. And yes, meat is gross, absolutely. And when you realize what those animals go through for you to have them on your dinner table, you won't look at them the same way again. I feel sorry for those poor animals have to be slaughtered like that just so people can eat them, and they don't need meat. People do not need meat. Yes, it's got almonds in it and cashews. A cup of almonds and a 1/3 cup of raw cashews. Yeah, I've just been a vegan a little more than a year. Doesn't it though? That looks really good. And I really enjoy making different things. But I learn from you like you learn from me. You don't need meat to get your protein. I'm sorry to say, you're wrong about that. You can get your meat and veggies. You do not need meat to get your protein. God never intended us for us to eat meat at all. Welcome to those just coming on. He never intended us to eat meat, but it's because of sin that meat became the staple at the dinner table. God never intended for us to eat any of it, but yet people do it. You know, I have not eaten meat in well over a year, and I don't intend to eat meat. I don't eat meat. I don't eat eggs. I don't eat cheese. I don't eat fish. And I don't drink milk, dairy milk. I have non-dairy, like almond milk, basically is what I use. And Yeah, it's a distraction. You're right, because somebody's trying to talk us out of being vegan. I think that's what it is. And the problem of it is, plants are better for you. That might all be, but that doesn't make it right. That does not make it right. That does not make it right at all. You're better off not to eat meat. Much, much better. Much better. Much healthier. You know, I sleep better. Yeah, you're right. They're trying to make excuses for why they eat it. And you know something? I'll have to admit that when I was on meat, I made excuses for eating it too. But I've come to the realization that there are no excuses for eating meat. None whatsoever. You don't need to eat meat. People think they need it in their diet. Hi, good to see you. Welcome to everybody in here. I don't know from one day to the next what my meal plan is going to be, because I fix different things each and every day. Yep, it's me. I fix different things every day. And I had mac and cheese for lunch and a fried potato. Now the cheese was vegan cheese. I didn't have any cheese sauce made, so I just put some chow cheese on it, and I had that. And it's good enough. And I make my own cheese sauce for mac and cheese. You don't have to have meat. When you make your own foods, well, no, I really don't. I probably should. But when you make your own foods, you know what's in them. You're not trying to guess and trying to shake your head and figure out, well, what's in them. Because when you buy that stuff out of the store, oh, you're so welcome. You're very welcome. When you buy stuff out of the store, take a look at the ingredients on the package. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. It would be nice. I mean, after all, you know, they've been back in the Bible. Some of them lived 900 years, you know. If I live to be 200, even if I live to be 100, that's a blessing. It really is. It's a wonderful blessing. But I'm thankful that God has let me live 70 years, and I'm on this vegan lifestyle, and I seem to be feeling a lot better. Oh, I'm glad that you did catch me live. I was debating whether I should come on or not, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just do it. This will be my scope for today. And Erlene asked me a little while ago if I was scoping today, and I said I didn't know for sure. Well, I surprised her, surprised myself, but decided to come on because I had this recipe, and I thought, well, it's simple enough to make, and I'm just going to go ahead and make it and show you what it looks like. Make your own foods. You'll be a lot healthier, a lot better. You'll know what you're making. Oh, thank you. Yes, I am too. I am too. No, I'm sorry. You're not going to recommend me to eat salmon. I'm sorry. I don't listen to you. I don't listen to man when it comes to eating meat. If I choose not to eat meat, it's because I'm healthier. God doesn't want us to eat meat. Now I'm not going to have some salmon killed for me to put it on my table. Why do I have to track the food I eat for you? Who are you to ask me to track my food? It's not up to you. You know, what I eat and what is between me and God. I mean, it's not up to anybody else. You know, but I'm doing this because I found that I'm healthier, and I want everybody to be healthy too. There are a lot of people out in this world that are so sick, and you know why? It's because of what they're eating. So you can get good ideas. Well, the thing of it is, I don't eat the same thing every day. I change my plans. So it's really hard for me to track because I don't eat the same thing twice in a week. So it would be real hard. I mean, that's a good idea. Well, welcome back, Lisa. I didn't see you, and I see Valerie's here. And those that are here, if I didn't say hi to you, welcome. How do you stop using drugs? Just tell yourself you're not going to do it anymore. Yes, right. You're better off without salmon. You're better off without meat, period. Don't put that in your body. Our bodies are not meant for that. We do not have canine teeth. People said that the teeth we have were meant for chewing meat. No, they are not. We do not have canine teeth to be chewing meat. They're not meant for that. They're meant to be simple foods. And when you think about what God, you need more vegan ideas. Well, all you have to do is follow me here on Periscope. If you're not following me, Go in and watch a lot of my periscopes that I have given on vegan meals. And you can see what I have done. And I posted a recipe up on Facebook. I also got a YouTube channel where I post these up on YouTube as well. I have never had eggplant Parmesan. In fact, I've never had eggplant. So, you know, if I start eating eggplant, I might like it. I see there's a few eggplant recipes on allrecipes.com. But I don't know if it's an acquired taste or not. I can't really say because I've never had it. I'm going to have to try it sometime, though. Oh, thank you. Well, everybody says Leslie's the best. Well, I think she is, too, because she gets a lot of people in her Periscope. I don't get near what she gets, but, oh, yeah, that's what I heard. The eggplant is very good. Yeah, I might like it. You know, I didn't think I'd like avocados. I had not had avocados until just recently. Then I started making different, hi, good to see you, welcome. Then I started making different recipes with avocados in them, and I started eating them. Well, yeah, I've been making a lot of desserts, but I make other things too. No, I don't. I just have a sniffling problem. I think I might have allergies. What is vegan Parmesan? Basically, it's not real cheese. This has almonds in it. It has cashews in it, nutritional yeast, lemon juice, and I put a little garlic powder in it. You know, I don't know. Ask somebody that's had it. I don't know if it's strong tasting or not. Like I said, I didn't know anything about avocado. Zucchinis either, because I usually eat cucumbers, but not zucchinis. Well, I learned to like zucchinis, which are kind of, you know, on the mild side anyway, like cucumbers. When it comes to eggplant, I don't think they're, yes, I am. I don't think eggplant is real strong anyway. You want to see more than just desserts? Well, I've got more than just desserts on my YouTube channel and on Periscope. I have more than desserts. Well, it is called Parmesan. That is what the recipe calls it, vegan Parmesan. Parmesan just comes in a can and just sprinkle it on your foods anyway. That's what it's called, is vegan Parmesan. It's not real cheese. It's vegan cheese is what it is. Hi, Damon. Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, I know. It's hard to make a food taste good. But I try to follow the recipes to the letter the first time because I have never made it before and I'm not quite sure how it's going to be. And after that, after I've made it the first time, if I feel that there's something lacking after I've tried it and it's not what it should be, then I will change it to suit my taste. That's what's good about these recipes. You can take a recipe and tweak it to your liking. Tweak it to get it to taste the way you want to. Because there's things in some of these recipes that are going to... Hi, Alexis. Good to see you. Oh, that's true. You can put, like I said, you can put this on lasagna. You can put it on spaghetti. Well, that's what the recipe is called, vegan Parmesan. Hi, Alexis. Good to see you. Well, it's got... almonds in it, cashews. Now, I'm going to tell you, it does have nutritional yeast, but if somebody doesn't want to put nutritional yeast in it, and I think they do that for the cheese flavor. You don't have to put that in there if you don't want to. You could probably get by with something else. And then, so I put in a little bit of garlic powder, and it's got a teaspoon of lemon juice. And then I just put it in the food processor until you get it fine and crumbly. This is what it looks like. It tastes just like cheese. Now, the recipe calls it Parmesan cheese. So that's probably what it, you know, because Parmesan, you just sprinkle it on like spaghetti. And you want to make it, Orlean? Well, I will post it up on my Facebook page so you can see it. Yes, easy peasy is right. You know, you heard me say that the easiest the better. You're welcome. If it doesn't have a lot of ingredients, I like that much better than having so much with a lot of ingredients, because you know, this being summertime, I don't want to stand over my sink or my stove for a long period of time cooking or doing dishes for that matter. I've got dishes to do when I get done here, but not that many. But I don't like standing over the stove. And good to see you, Alexis. If you can see, here's my vegan Parmesan cheese. Okay, good. Oh, you take care, and thank you for coming in. What's my favorite day of the week? Well, my favorite day of the week, of course, is Sabbath, because I go to church that day. I'm glad that you all came in and I could share this. I kind of debated whether I was going to do it or not, and I thought, well, I might as well come in here One person says it's not good. Well, that's just their opinion. You know, they have never tried it. You make crock pot oats? That sounds good, Alexis. Real good. Yes, Jesus reigns. You know, the thing of it is, you're going to have people in here that are going to say certain things don't look good to them or not good. Until you've tried it, you don't know. Now, when I try a recipe, like I said, when I make a recipe, it sounds real good. Now, I will tell you this. There have been recipes that I have made that have not been as good as I thought they were. They kind of fizzled in the drizzle. So I don't make it again. Well, I throw it away and I look for something else. But when I find a recipe that I like, then I stick with it, because things that are easy to make like this, that don't take a lot of time, just a few simple ingredients that go in your food processor, the easier the better. Especially, like I said, especially in summertime when it's real hot. I don't like standing over my stove and getting all hot and sweaty and everything else, because I don't like that. I mean, you know, I've been uncomfortable before. Right now I've got a fan blowing on me, so I'm okay. But I didn't want to take very long making this. Now, there is a zucchini bread that I want to make. However, that would take a long time to make it on Periscope. Yeah, I agree. I'm making simple recipes too. Now, I might make a zucchini bread tomorrow sometime. What I'll do is I'll scope it after it's already made, because it's going to take a long time to make it. Plus, it has to be in the oven over an hour. So, but it sounds very, very good. And like I said, I've just got used to eating zucchini. I've always eaten cucumbers. I've never had much in zucchini, never had much in avocados, until recently. I thought I'll give it a try and see what they taste like. They can't be all that bad, and actually they're not. Oh, you're talking about nutritional yeast? Oh, okay. And, you know, until you try something, you really don't know how good it really is. You know, and I like trying different recipes. Earlene's the same way. We try different recipes, and if it works, we stick with it. Yes, it is. It is very moist. Oh, yes, I do too. You know, I didn't know if I was going to like zucchini or not, but it's actually very, very good. Actually, I think it's from the cucumber family anyway, and it's really good. That's right. Simple is good. That's what Alexa said. Simple, the simpler, the better. Why spend a lot of time in the kitchen if you don't have to? I mean, I'm one of these kind that, I mean, I don't mind cooking, but I don't like to spend hours in the kitchen. Nobody does. Even in the wintertime, I don't anyway. I see Valerie's here. If I didn't say hi to you, welcome to all those that are here. And thank you for coming in. Let me get some water. Oh, I got my water right here. I thank you for coming in and seeing this, because this is simple. You hate cucumbers? Well, you probably have never had them much growing up. Cucumbers are very, very good. I love cucumbers. You like, oh, so do I. I love garlic bread. I had some for lunch. As a matter of fact, finished up some garlic bread I bought at the store. I love garlic bread. It is so, so good. But I come on here making things because I find that if I make the stuff, it's better than what I buy in the store. Look at the ingredients on anything that you buy in the store. See how much ingredients they have in there. There's so many ingredients that you can't pronounce half of them. The ingredients are real lengthy, and why put something in your body that you can't, you don't know what it is? I've always said before, if I can't pronounce it, I'm not going to put it in my body, because I don't know how harmful it's really going to be. And anything, she's only come on just a couple times. But she's very, very studious when she does come on. She gives a lot of hearts and things like that. But she very seldom ever comes on. She's a busy lady, so I don't expect her to come on very often. So, well, I'm a little disappointed in it. I think I should have used fresh blueberries. Frozen blueberries made it a little too watery, and it's a little on the bland side. But, you know, you live and learn. So I'll have to get some fresh blueberries and make it again, and probably taste a lot better this next time. But my fudge, I'm still eating on it. And I found a recipe for dark chocolate. You don't even put that in the refrigerator, I don't think. And I know I do make a lot of desserts. Like somebody said, I've got a sweet tooth. I guess I do, because I make a lot of desserts. They're easier to make. That's why I make them, you know. And I found a recipe for a vegan cheesecake. And it's got tofu in it. You make it with tofu and a few other ingredients. People might frown down on that because it's tofu, but actually tofu is not that bad for you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do live by myself. I'm divorced, so anything I make, well, let's put it this way. Make it yourself. Don't buy chocolate in the store. Anything that I make it myself. Because what I use carob. Carob powder or carob chips. In fact, those that are on here now that have not seen my fudge, I will get it out of the refrigerator and I'll show you what it looks like because it's very, very good. Oh, hopefully I can make it and show it to you. Let me get my fudge out and I'll show you that. This is my fudge, if people didn't see it. This is what I made the other day. It just takes a cup of chips, chocolate chip. I've got the carob chips, a cup of peanut butter, and 3/4 cup of maple syrup. Cook it over the stove. Put it in a dish with parchment paper. After it's set up at least 8 hours overnight, then you can cut it up. And this is very, very soft. As you can see it, look at that. Doesn't that look good? It's very soft and it's very moist too. I keep the lid on it in the refrigerator. But it's very, very good, and it's healthy. It's vegan because I use carob. People don't know what that is. That's a plant that's a healthy plant, and it's you want to make that. It's real simple to make, and I'll give you. I posted it up on Facebook, and that if you want to make it, go ahead. Oh, you're getting I'm getting hungry. I'm going to have to step away so I can go blow my nose, and I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, I do too. I want to take some more and make some and take some to church. What did I eat today? Well, like I said, I didn't have breakfast because breakfast time kind of got away from me after I got home and walked the dogs and my daughter called. Time kind of got away from me, so I didn't eat breakfast. But I had mac and cheese and a fried potato for lunch. But that's all I had. That's all I've had all day long, and. I eat maybe 1 or 2 meals a day, usually breakfast and lunch, maybe 1, 2 o'clock, and then I don't eat anything the rest of the day, and then wait till tomorrow to eat. You're better off, because you're not supposed to eat a lot. You're not supposed to go to bed on a full stomach. I've done that before. I used to do that all the time. I look like a raisin. Well, I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, but... If you're trying to say I look good, well, thank you. I mean, I don't exactly look like a raisin, but I have lost a lot of weight nonetheless. I mean, I was real big. If you see some of my earlier periscopes, yes, he will. He certainly will. I've gone back and watched some of my original periscopes from what I used to look like until what I look like now, and I thought, oh my goodness, it has made a big difference. Well, what it does, the nutritional yeast gives it a cheesy flavor. It has, the basic ingredients are your nuts, your cashews, and your almonds. Now, I did not blanch the almonds because you would have to soak them to blanch them. I just put them in the food processor with the skins on and the cashews, put everything in there and pulsed it for a little bit, tried to break it down, and got it broke down as much as I could. It is supposed to be fine and it's supposed to have a little bit of a texture to it. As you can see, it looks pretty good, but it's very simple to make, just a very few ingredients. Like I said, I'll post it up on Facebook, and I'll post this video up on YouTube as well. But anybody that thinks I've been making a lot of desserts, yes, I have lately, but you don't consider this a dessert. This is not a dessert at all, and I try to make as many things. It is, they're nutritional yeast flakes. It's hard to explain what they really are. I got it at Amazon, and it just brings out the flavor. My mac and cheese, well, I just had some chow cheese. I cooked the macaroni on the stove and put some chow cheese in it for the cheese because I didn't have my cheese sauce made. The cheese sauce I make is the same one Erlene does, where it has carrots and potatoes in it. It's very, very good cheese, but it takes a while to make it, and I hadn't had it made, and no. It's not real salty, no. You put a little bit of salt in it, but it's not very salty. No, I don't. Any salt I use, by the way, I don't use regular iodized salt. I use either sea salt or Himalayan pink salt. That's the only salt that I use. What is chow cheese? I'll show you the package. This is what it looks like. You can get it at Walmart. It is quite expensive, though. I think it's $5.98 for 10 pieces of meat. But this is a Greek cheese. It is a very, very good cheese. Yes, it is. Himalayan pink salt is very good. I don't know who told you that the Himalayan pink salt is not good for you, but it most certainly is. Yes, it's chow cheese. Yes, I do too. I do too early, and I love it. Yes, I do. I'd have to. I could show you how I make. I think a long time ago, a while back, I had a periscope that I made my cheese sauce. I do have a recipe for it. Yes. Well, I don't care. Himalayan pink salt, they say, is very good for you. Oh, what? The fudge or the If you want to see the fudge, here, I'll show you the fudge. I can hold that up. There's the fudge. That's what I've got. And I eat just a piece of it every day, but it's nice and soft. You're welcome. And here is the Parmesan cheese. I don't want to take it out of the container. That's basically just a simple recipe. Like I said, I have made a lot of desserts lately, but I've also made other things that were not desserts as well. So you have to go on my different periscopes to see what I've made. I also put them up on YouTube. I've kind of, put them on playlists. That's a swear word. Please do not swear in here. I'm going to have to block you. That is an offensive word offensive to me to use that word. You're taking the name of God in vain. Please do not do that again. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Oh, no, you didn't know, but at least now you know. Yeah, iodized salt is not as good for you. You got your Himalayan pink salt and you got your sea salt. Those are both very good salts. I use Himalayan pink salt a lot. I love that salt. And nobody's going to tell me that it's not good for me because I know it is. I use it when it calls for it, and sometimes I put it in even when it doesn't call for it. Yeah, it's probably best not to. Don't say that because if you don't say it, then you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, regular salt is bad. It certainly is. Very bad. I don't buy it anymore. I only buy the sea salt or the Himalayan pink salt. That's all I buy. Because it's better for you. You don't have to worry about what the ingredients are, and don't buy things that are harmful for you. I used iodized salt for years until I realized it's harmful. It's just like the wrong kind of sugar is harmful for you. Any sugar that's refined sugars are no good. I've got some, thanks Janet for the super hearts. I've got date sugar. I've also got coconut palm sugar, which I've heard that might not be the best. I've also got cane sugar. I either stick with cane sugar, and I've got a new thing of date sugar, and I want to show that to you if I can find it. Here it is. And I've never used this before, but I guess it's a brown sugar, because date sugar basically just comes from dates. Oh, hold up the chow cheese again? Oh, sure. There you go. CHAO. You can get this at Walmart. It's very, very good. Like I said, it's $5.98 for 10 pieces. For 10 of them, and I put it on different sandwiches. But it's very good cheese. Very good flavor. It's a Greek cheese is what it is. It's got tofu in it. That's what it has in it. Yes, it is. It's really good. It's got, like I said, it's got tofu in it, and that's what makes it really, really good. I'll have to step away again just a minute. I apologize. Seems like every time I come on here, I get the sniffles. But anyway. Oh, you mean the chow cheese? Well, this is made with chow tofu. It's a product of Greece. Oh, you have the volume low. Okay, Erlene, at least you can hear me. Anyway, this is a Greek cheese, but this is a very good cheese. Yeah, it is made from soy. Coconut oil is very, very good for you. Absolutely. Coconut oil that's the oil that I usually use the most of. I use that, and I use the extra virgin olive oil, the organic extra virgin olive oil that I buy at Walmart. You can buy it. There's lots of it at Walmart, but I buy the organic coconut oil, and you have to melt it, of course. Yeah, too much soy is bad. You're right. It is. I just eat it sparingly, though. Has it got coconut oil in it? Yes, it does. It certainly does. It has coconut oil in it. That's the very first ingredient up here. Filtered water coconut oil. So it does have coconut oil. How is cheese vegan? Well, it doesn't come from a cow. When you make it yourself, it makes it vegan because you're putting things in it that you have in your house. You're using plant-based products to make it. That's what, and you're putting anything. You're not putting things in it that are harmful. You're putting plant-based. My cheese sauce is plant-based. I try to make everything plant-based because I'm on plants now, and that's what God gave us in the Garden of Eden in the first place. He gave us the plants and the vegetables, fruits and vegetables. I know people say you can't get protein, only can get it from meat, but that's not true. You can get it from your fruits and vegetables if you eat plenty of it. I mean, if God didn't feel they were good for us, He would have never given them to us in the Garden of Eden, and that's what He gave to us in the Garden of Eden, to eat. And we're supposed to live on those. A lot of people say, "Well, I can't live on that. That's, I would be hungry all the time." But you can make your own foods, plenty of fruits and vegetables, and you'll never be starving. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people, like I said, are not going to use the same things I use. And Erlene may use something that I don't use. Yeah, I know. They only like strong flavors, and that's the way it is. But what did I make? I made vegan Parmesan cheese. It's got cashews in it and almonds, nutritional yeast, lemon juice, and I put a garlic powder in it because I didn't have the herb and garlic seasoning. Well, that's up to her. She's basically plant-based, more plant-based than anything. I mean, if she chooses to eat meat, that's her. I'm not going to tell her she shouldn't eat meat, although I feel better if I don't. It tastes just like Parmesan, because I've tasted a little bit of it. It tastes just like Parmesan cheese. That's the whole thing. It's going to taste like Parmesan cheese, but not with all the additives that your Parmesan cheese has in the store. You look at the Parmesan cheese you buy in the store. All the additives in there. It's not good for you. There's chemicals in there that they preserve it with, but you can't pronounce half of them. That's right. Everybody's taste buds are different. Mine are different than yours. People are going to like something that I don't like, or I'm going to like something they don't like. Everybody's taste buds are different, And I don't also use anything that is fermented. Now, Leslie uses apple cider vinegar. That is fermented. We don't put anything in our bodies that are fermented. We really shouldn't. She also uses mushrooms. Those are a fungus. We don't eat things that are a fungus. It's not really a plant. It's a fungus. But I mean, if she wants to eat those are up to her. That's fine. I'm not going to condemn her for eating them. I just don't choose to eat them. So if I see anything with mushrooms in it, I either disregard the recipe or just leave the mushrooms out of the recipe. I don't put them in there. No, I'm not a lesbian. My goodness. You love Parmesan? No, I've got a recipe for a vegan zucchini bread that I want to make. I normally don't make my own bread, but I'm going to have to start. The zucchini bread, though, sounds real good. I've got the loaf pans that I want to make it. But like I said, to scope it would be a couple hours because I know she says they're healthy, and she is a nutritionist, and I'm not going to shoot her down for anything because Leslie is a beautiful person. She likes what she likes, and I like what I like. If she wants to go ahead and eat them, that's fine. she can go ahead and have them. I just don't choose to eat them, you know. So, you know, and like I said, and anything that I put in my body, it's not going to have anything in it that's going to harm me. Oh, doesn't it though? Those are just coming in that didn't see my fudge from the other day that I made. I wanted to show you my fudge that I made. And I know it's a dessert, but I love it. Oh, it has fermented tofu, and that's why you didn't buy it. Well, I didn't know that tofu is fermented, but anyway, I like it. I just eat it sparingly. I don't eat it every day, for that matter. You know, I don't eat it all at once, but I do buy it. I'm going to start making my own cheese sauce again. I've got some Daiya cheese, which I shredded cheese. I buy that as well. But it's very, very hard to get away from cheese. I don't want to go back to the regular cheese anymore, so I have to make my own. Yeah, you're right. They wouldn't. If everybody, you're right. If everybody went vegan and they stopped eating meat, stopped eating cheese, and stopped drinking dairy, people would go out of business. You're right. The farmers would go out of business because people would give it all up. But, oh, hi from Turkey. But yet there's a lot of people out there that are going vegan, more than we really realize. Oh, yes, I love Daiya cheese. I've got shredded cheese. I've got American cheese. I like the others, too. So, yeah, you're right. They are sick and on medication because of their lifestyle, what they eat. They're eating all the wrong foods. They're eating a lot of meat. Like somebody was on Leslie's Scope and talked about meat. Well, she told him you don't eat all that meat. In fact, she eats very little. Like I said, she does eat some, but she frowns down on eating a lot of meat. You know, she's not a vegan, she's not a vegetarian, but she is plant-based. So she stressed it that way. She will eat some meat, but she doesn't put a lot into her body. She could probably do without it. Once you stop eating it, you really don't want it again, because you find that you're better off without it. Sure, it seems like you have to give up a lot to not eat it, but you can get along without it. Oh, I think this person needs to go. So sorry. Bye. Glad to know you. My goodness. You can smell fish. Yes, I have 2 dogs. They're both laying down right now. Yeah, the pharmaceutical companies, they're out to make a lot of money. My goodness, they're out to make a lot of money. And unfortunately, they do make a lot of money from the medications that they sell people. You haven't eaten a meal for 26 days? Wow, you must be on a real fast. Or 28 days? Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, I know Leslie, she's on a fast, you know, and she's looking good for her fast. I don't know if I could do that. I just try to cut down what I'm eating. You stopped eating meat 15 years ago? Better off. Really are. Tried the palm. I don't know what you mean. I feed them regular dog food. You're real hungry, but you're here tonight. Well, I'm glad that I brought you in here. Oh, yeah. You get a headache if you... So do I. I get a headache if I don't eat. I've got to eat something because I can go... You know, I've tried that. I tried to go without eating. Now, see, the thing of it is, Leslie's been doing it for so long that for her being on a fast doesn't bother her. The thing of it is, she probably started out slow, and your body has to adjust to it. Once your body adjusts to it, you get along fine. But you've never done it before, I don't suggest doing it maybe any more than just a short period of time. You know, not a whole day or just a short period of time, because your body's got to adjust. You know, and I'm like you. I'd get a headache, and I would get sick. I would be so hungry by the end of the day, I'd be trying to find something to eat. But, you know, like I said, a lot of people say, well, if you don't eat meat, you don't drink milk, you don't eat cheese, you don't eat fish, what do you eat? I eat a lot of fruits and veggies and make my own food. And I'm healthier for it. Oh, thank you. I just got it cut yesterday. Yes, our bodies have to adjust. We can't expect our bodies to accept like this vegan lifestyle I've been in. It took a while for my body to adjust to it. It was something it had never been used to because I'd been eating meat, I'd been eating cheese. So when I went off, I had to go at it slow. but my body's finally adjusted to it now. And if I start putting that stuff in my body, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to have a bad reaction. I'm going to get sick and go the other way. I don't want to do that. I have worked real hard to get my body where it's at now. I'm still not where I want to be. I still don't like the way I look at times, but I look a far cry better than I used to. When I go back to my old periscopes and look at how I used to look as to what I look like now, I just can't believe it. My face was really filled out, really big, and I've lost a lot of weight in my face as well. And I can tell it. My clothes fit looser. I have to buy a whole new wardrobe, you know, and I walk every day. I get up early in the morning, sometimes 5:30 in the morning, and by 6 o'clock I'm out walking my dogs, getting the exercise because it's nice and cool in the morning, and nobody's out, you know, and that's a good time to walk. We need to get our exercise. Oh, 26 years, or 28 years, not days. Okay, that's better. There you go. Yeah, walking is very good exercise. If you don't walk, you need to get out and walk more. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I feel a lot better. I mean, when I look at myself and how I used to look and what I look like now, I just didn't like the way I looked, because I just, you know, I felt that I was aging too fast. You know, I'm 70 years old. I'm not young at all. You know, and I'm going to have gray hair, of course. But I felt like I was aging much quicker by being where I was at than what I am now. And now I feel I look younger. Oh, you do? Oh, that's what others have said too, that they have seen a big difference. And I mean, I'm noticing a difference too. When I stand in the mirror, when I started buying smaller clothes, and I've tried them on, and I'd go to church on Sabbath. I put them on to go to church on Sabbath morning. I'd put them on, and I'd stand at the mirror, and I'd say, yes, I can actually wear these. I was totally surprised, because I've gone down from a 2X down to a large to an extra large. That's how much weight I've lost, and I hope to lose a lot more. Oh, thank you. I feel amazing, let me tell you. Like I said, I've got a ways to go. But when you start at 250 pounds and get yourself down to 200, that's a real feat, you know. I don't want to get real small. Yes, what a feeling. But I know it's going to taper off to a certain point where I'm going to get, it's going to stop. Yeah, I'm not going to go any further, and it's going to stop. And it's not much I can do about that. Well, I've just been on a plant-based diet. Oh, thank you. That's what I'm here for, to inspire you. Somebody asked how. I went completely off of meat, cheese, milk, and eggs and fish. I eat none of that. I make my own cheese. Cheese sauce. I can make my own. I've made my own almond milk already. I make my own foods, and it's absolutely better for you. You know what's in it. You're not looking at having to guess the ingredients, because like I said, you look at the ingredients on those packages in the store. They have a long list of ingredients that you can't pronounce half of them. Oh, you're right. No, they can't be good. And you know what they do? I've seen a video that they take some kind of hormones or something, and they inject it. They inject them with hormones of some sort. They make them real plump. That's how, and that's the problem. Okay. And that's the thing. They make them real plump when they inject them. Because I watched I think a Facebook video about it. What made me start eating vegan? Well, I'll tell you. It's a long story, but I'll kind of shorten it. I was overweight, too much. I was 250 pounds, and I didn't like the way I looked. And I figured I've got to start doing something, you know. So I said, well, I'm going to start cutting back on meat and cheese and all that. So I just kind of cut back cold turkey. Well, it took my body a while to adjust to it. And you know something? I can walk past the cheese counter. I can walk past the meat counter, and it doesn't even faze me. I can walk right past it and not even eat it. Because it's true, when you see that stuff in the wrapper like that, they don't look good. They've injected them with hormones to plump them up, you know, and it's not good. We shouldn't be eating that stuff anyway. You can make your own burgers. I have a recipe for tofu burgers that I can make, that I've made already before. I think I made them once on Periscope. They're very, very good. Make your own burgers. You got black bean. You can make burgers out of chickpeas, which are very healthy as well. And another healthy thing that you can have is chia seeds. I make things out of chia seeds. They're very good too. Flax seeds are very good too. If you want eggs, take chia seeds or flax meal and make eggs out of them. They'll gel right up, and that's what I've done. Yeah, the problem of it is those animals go through so much that they should not have to be slaughtered so we can have them on our dinner table. It is sad, but people eat them and don't think a thing about it. You made bison burgers with real cheese? Oh my, never heard of that. Yes, chia seeds are absolutely amazing, amazing. The only bad things with chia seeds, no, it just went right into the pudding. I didn't have to soak them because you were in liquid anyway. When you put them in the almond milk, took almond milk and that stuff. So they were out. Usually, if you're going to make like a chia egg, yes, you would have to soak them because it gels it up, and it makes it thick like an egg. You could probably fry it like an egg too, but basically, if you have something you're baking and it calls for eggs, don't put eggs in it. Put your chia seeds in it. It usually takes, I think, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to 3 tablespoons of water or something like that. I think that's the ratio that it calls for. The same thing with flax meal. And when you open up your chia seeds and flax meal, the best thing to do is keep them in the fridge or the freezer. I got flax seeds in the freezer right now. And I bought them, flax seeds whole, so I can make my own flour. Because I like making my own flour. Although I do have flax seed meal, I like making my own flour. It's better that way. So, oh yeah, you can use applesauce when baking too. Yeah, you got to keep it in the fridge because they seem to stick to everything. When I was making that the other day, it seems like when I was talking to you, I didn't soak my canister of my Vitamix, and I thought, oh no, they stuck to the sides. But once I run it on variable speed and run it on high speed and cleaned it, came right out because the chia seeds like to stick to everything. A lot of things that I eat are raw, very much so. And I do buy organic. I know somebody asked Leslie and stuff. She buys organic. I already have chia. Oh, you're going to look for chia? Oh, now if you have a Walmart in your area, they sell chia seeds. That's where I bought mine. Was at Walmart. Oh, tap your screen. I'll show you how I bought the chia seeds. This is how they come at Walmart. This is a 2-pound container. My other one's about gone, so I bought this one so I'd have it. But this is how I bought them. And once I open this up, I'll keep it in the fridge. These are very, very healthy. I put them in my smoothies. You can put them in ice cream. You can put them in about anything that you want. They're very, very healthy for you. And somebody said, I think it was Alexis or somebody said, they put them on salad. I've never tried that, but I'm going to. I mean, flax seeds and chia seeds are very, yes, they are. They're very tiny, but they're very healthy. I mean, and I didn't know much about chia seeds until just a while back. Oh, fresh thyme. Yeah, I don't have any fresh thyme, but I have ground thyme. I have thyme that's in the bottle. Oh, you got yours from Costco? Yeah, I suppose they would. I don't have a Costco card, so I can't get anything there. But yes, they are. They're very, very small. I mean, micronutrients is right. You see, these are non-GMO, and they're healthier for you. I recommend chia seeds or flax seeds. Oh yes, they are great on everything. Absolutely, and like I said, they're hard to deal with. It. Yes, they do. Oh, they do. Costco's here, but no Walmart. Oh my, that's funny that you don't have a Walmart. Huh. Oh, it's a market called Fresh Thyme? Oh, okay. I never knew there was such a thing. It depends on where you live, because I don't think we have such a thing like that here. Just a minute, I'll be back. Gotta keep stepping away, but what you taste? It's hard to say what they taste like. You really can't taste them per se. They're like a little seed. As you can see, they're real small. They're just like a little seed. But if you put them in anything, you know, they're healthier, and you can probably put them in ice cream, which I haven't done that yet. I do have some things coming from Pampered Chef. I do not know when I'll get them. Oh, they can't. I've heard of that, but I didn't know what it was. Wow, I couldn't go without eating chia seeds. I suppose you probably could, but I don't. I put them in things. You buy a bunch of... Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there you go. They're crunchy. They're a lot like tofu. Tofu has no taste on its own. But when you start adding things to it like oregano, thyme, or parsley, or maybe putting peppers in your like tofu scramble, then it has a flavor, and turmeric, which gives it the color. But by itself, they have no flavor. So that's the same with these. They really don't have a flavor. But they're just so healthy for you. Yeah, they do, don't they? They're very, very small. As you can see, they're just so small. But they're so healthy for you. I recommend chia seeds. Get them at Costco if you don't have a Walmart. But if you have a Walmart, that's where I get mine, because I don't have a Costco card. And they're organic and non-GMO. They're real healthy, and I use them so much that I got to keep them on hand, because it's limitless of what you can put, you know. Well, actually, tofu scramble is fried in the skillet. So actually, I have, but I put other things with it, like your thyme, oregano, peppers, things like that. So I've got a good tofu scramble recipe. In fact, I've got 2 or 3 tofu scramble recipes. I've got a new one that I just found that's got tomatoes in it instead of peppers. But I eat that once in a while too. But you got to eat, like I said, you eat a lot of things in moderation. Panko, I've never heard of that. What is that? But everything is in moderation. You don't want to overdo. Whether you have, when you make it yourself, like your cheese or whatever, just limit yourself. You know, eat it in moderation. That's what I do. You know, moderation is the key. You don't want to overdo. So I find it's a lot better for me too. But anyway, I just wanted you to see the Parmesan cheese that I made. I've got to find a container to put it in. But oh, Japanese. Oh, breadcrumbs. Oh, okay, yeah, I think I've heard that before. Yeah, okay, I think I've seen them at Walmart. I think panko breadcrumbs. I believe I have. Okay, now I recognize the name. I didn't recognize it before. Okay, you know, but when it comes to breadcrumbs, you could probably take your own bread and just put it in a Vitamix or whatever and crumble it up that way. Because that's basically all it is, just bread just crumbled up. Or take a slice of bread and crumble it yourself without using a Vitamix or whatever. Crumble it in your hand, you know. They're crispy. Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, I do have some recipes that call for breadcrumbs. I did have a can here, and I can't find it now. So I just, when I was making breadcrumbs one day, I just used my own bread. So some, it depends. Some GMO, yes, is bad. Yes. Oh, rice flour. Yes. I have taken and I have made rice flour already. I have basmati rice, brown rice, and I've made my own rice flour. I make my own oat flour. I take chickpeas that are in the little bags you get in Walmart, and I make chickpea flour out of those. And I bought some just to make chickpea flour, because I've got some recipes that call for chickpea flour. It's cheaper than buying the flour. Just buy the chickpeas, which are really inexpensive anyway, and just make the flour out of, you know, I've got a little coffee grinder that I use to make my flour and stuff out of. and it works real well for the nuts and the seeds and things like that. And I grind this stuff. Hi, Richard. Here's my vegan Parmesan cheese. Doesn't that look good? It looks real good, and it's tasty too. Good to see you. I'll tell you what it has in it. It has a cup of raw cashews, half a cup of raw cashews, a cup of almonds, half a cup of nutritional yeast, 1 cup of lemon juice, and then I put garlic powder in it because I didn't have the herb and garlic seasoning. And then you just put it in your food processor and pulse it to get it to a fine and crumbly consistency, and it'll be good on lasagna, anything that you could put cheese on. You could probably put it on your macaroni too, which I might do tomorrow, because I'll have my mac and cheese for lunch tomorrow again. I'll probably just sprinkle it right on top, and that's going to be so good. You know, like I said, make your own foods whenever possible. You'll feel better, you'll look better, and you'll be amazed that the weight will come off. And I mean, I've been watching the weight just come right off. The pounds are going down, and I'm so happy. Like I said, it's going to probably get to a point where it's going to taper off, and I'm not going to be able to do much more. But as long as I can keep going, I'm going to keep going. Okay, all right. Here's what it looks like if I printed it out, okay? 1 cup of almonds, a half a cup of raw cashews, a half a cup of nutritional yeast flakes, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of salt-free herb and garlic seasoning. I didn't have that, so put garlic powder in it. But I will take this, I will post this up on Facebook, my Facebook group. I'll post this up there. I'll post it up on YouTube with the recipe so that you have it. Oh, yes, right. That's right. It's a lot more healthy. You know where your foods come from. You know what the ingredients are. You're not having to guess. And I have some things coming from Pampered Chef. And you're so welcome. And when I get my box from Pampered Chef, which probably won't be till next week, I'll be opening that up for you to let you see. Because I got some tools from Pampered Chef. Plus, I went and got I'm buying an ice cream maker too, so I can make them ice cream from it. Oh, that's right. You don't have to worry. It's right. Yes, I do. It's Karen's Vegan Heaven. If somebody, Erlene, or somebody wants to post that up there, what my Facebook group is, so they can find it, and just ask to be approved. And when I go in there, I will approve you. I've got 180 people in there right now. I will. Yeah, me too, Erlene. You got yours today, but I hope mine's. What's on the menu? Well, I just made some Parmesan cheese. I had my lunch already, so this is Parmesan cheese, vegan Parmesan. Yes, that's right. That I just made it, and it's vegan. You don't have to worry about what ingredients are in there. Just a few ingredients, and it's healthy. It tastes just like Parmesan. Sprinkle it on whatever, lasagna, spaghetti. Hi, Alexis. Good to see you. Okay, good. You just asked to join, and here's my vegan Parmesan cheese, Alexis. You can even make this. It's simple to make. I know. I'm sorry, Valerie. Yes, it is. Okay, here's the ingredients, Alexis. It's a cup of almonds, raw almonds, a half a cup of raw cashews, a half a cup of nutritional yeast flakes, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and then it calls for 1 teaspoon of salt-free herb and garlic seasoning. I didn't have that, so I had to put garlic powder in it. But it tastes just as good, and I put it in my food processor and pulsed it a few times, and it got nice and fine and crumbly. That's all there is to it. And I'm going to put it on my mac and cheese tomorrow. It's very good. This is what the picture looks like. If you want to take a picture of it, this is what it looks like off of the allrecipes.com website, and it's very, very good. Yeah, Chemical City. You're absolutely right. Chemical City. Chemical City is right. Absolutely. I don't know if you saw my fudge that I made the other day, Alexis. If you were in here after I made it, but I'll show it to you since you weren't here. There's what it looks like. I've been eating on it, but this is what it looks like right now. It's nice and soft, and I cut it up. You have to have it in the refrigerator overnight, 8 hours overnight, and it's nice and soft as you can see it, and it's delicious. Really, really good. But I like making things, you know, and Alexis knows that I love making things. I'm getting anxious to get my get my stuff, Alexis, and I said I would probably Periscope it as soon as I get it, or do a Facebook Live. I'm not sure which, but because Erlene got hers, I hopefully get mine maybe by next week. Getting anxious to get that ice cream maker. No, I never have. You know, I wouldn't know how to start. I suppose I could try, but I might one of these days. You know, I just take recipes for that I find and I kind of tweak them a little bit, because some of the things are in there I don't like, and some things I would like to dye in there. Okay, all right. Oh, it's supposed to be there Saturday? Oh, good. Yay. Yay. Cool. Oh, man. That rewards. Yeah. Yeah, remind. Oh, the only problem is I have to pay $200 out to begin with. It'd be kind of hard for me since I'm on a fixed income, but I'd have to think about it for a while, Alexis, so I don't want to do something that I might regret later. But anyway, I'm going to have to go in a little bit. So, yes, I will. I'm going to make a colorful salad. Yeah, you're right. Make a very colorful salad. That's right. Taste what you make. Absolutely. My aunt always told me when I was growing up, a good cook always tastes her food. And that's true. A good cook always tastes her food. I'm always tasting my food when I get done with it to see how it tastes. From what I understand from watching videos on the Pampered Chef ice cream maker, no, it does not freeze it. It comes out like soft serve. So if you want it a little firmer, you have to put it in the freezer. You can eat it right directly from the ice cream maker if you choose to, because I do like soft serve. Why did I decide to go vegan? Because I was too overweight. I was 250 pounds and I didn't like the way I looked. So I decided I better do something about it. And I've lost this weight. I was 250 and I'm down on under 200, way under 200, you know, about 190. And I intend to stay that way. You know, I don't want to go back up the other way. So, and I feel a lot better. I sleep a lot better, and I can do a lot more things now than I could before, and I can see the difference in my face. So do I like soft serve, and that's what I think I'm going to just leave it soft serve. Of course, it's going to make a lot more than I can eat at one time, so I'm going to have to freeze the rest of it up. So I just hope it don't get like concrete, you know. No, I don't. I don't eat eggs. I just hope it doesn't get like concrete afterwards. So I'm willing to give it a try. And I was so happy when Alexis came on the other day and she added the ice cream maker to my order. And I was so happy about that because I wanted it so bad. But thank you for doing that for me, Alexis, and thank you for shipping it out. So, but yes, I am. I'm taking charge of my health. Yeah, eating concrete. That's why I'd be afraid that the ice cream might get like concrete if I leave it in the freezer too long. Because I've had ice cream before where you almost have to take a doggone chisel to it to get a thaw. You know, you have to thaw it out before you can eat it. So I'll see when I get the ice cream maker how it's going to be after I get it. When it gets out of the freezer. So I know you have to put it in the freezer, but yeah, I was. However, I did eat some meat. But I didn't eat pork, but I did eat fish, I did eat chicken, I did eat hamburger. I haven't eaten pork in years, since I've been a Seventh-day Adventist. Yes, I did. And you know, I'm never really hungry. If I get hungry, I just make myself something. You know, that's what I do. Just make something, and I know what is in it, and I feel better for it, and I look better. Oh, banana. Yum. Well, as I understand it, that ice cream maker is supposed to have recipes with it. So I'll be anxious to try the recipes that I see now. Erlene did send me through the text the other day, a recipe that she happened to see, I think, on YouTube. Vanilla maple ice cream, I think it is. And I'm going to try that. That sounds so good. Yeah. Yeah, there are. There's a lot out there for vegan. You know, I get my recipes. I got this off of allrecipes.com, Alexis. That's where I get a lot of my vegan recipes because they have a category for vegan recipes. So I just click on that and I start looking for vegan recipes. And I've been saving a lot of them, so I have the recipes to make for you guys. You know, whether they're desserts or side dishes, main dishes, or whatever. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Go vegan. I know a lot of people don't like going vegan, but yeah, you can. Make it in your Vitamix. What I'm going to do is probably make it in the Vitamix first to blend it all up and then put it in the ice cream maker to finish it up. Because you can put it in there for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or right. No, I'm okay. It was at first. I found it very difficult at first because I had never done this before. So, like I said, it took my body time to adjust. But now that I've adjusted, I'm fine. I'm doing a lot better now. And I'm okay. It's just finding things to make and to eat. And I'm doing fine with it. You know, I just have to keep going on, and I intend to keep going. You know, I'm doing my body good, you know. And I appreciate the facts that things that Alexis makes, we can take those and turn around and make them vegan if we choose to. And that's a good thing about it. Because I don't particularly use everything that she does, you know, but I can make them vegan. And that's what I like to do. I take these recipes and yes, it is very healthy. That's what I do with these recipes. I tweak them to suit myself. And yes, I intend to. I take the recipes and I tweak them a little bit so that I can eat them. Hi, good to see you from Australia. I tweak them to my liking because it's going to have things in it that I wouldn't normally eat, or it's going to have things in it I might want to put in there. So, like I said, there's a lot of things I'd leave out. Hi, Marilyn. Here's my vegan Parmesan cheese. And I'll give you the recipe for it. Okay, here it is. Okay, I put in a cup of almonds, raw almonds, a half a cup of raw cashews, a half a cup of nutritional yeast flakes, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and it calls for 1 teaspoon of salt-free herb and garlic seasoning. I didn't have that, so you just use garlic powder. But it's going to be just fine. I haven't got it yet. I'm going to have to think about what I'm going to put in it, though, aren't I? I'm going to have to get that, yeah. I'm thinking about writing a book. You know, I'm thinking about writing a book about my life story, about going vegan and maybe putting some recipes in it. And I'm hoping that, you know, I can get some influence. You people can influence me and everything. Yeah, right. I'm going to have to do that. I think Tora's kind of inspired me for what she went through when she was younger. So if Tora can do it, and being sexually molested and raped, I can do it. And I never was, but that's right. Oh yeah. If you're telling me that I'm lazy because I'm vegan, oh my goodness, wow. Wow. I hope that wasn't meant for me, but if it was, that oh, you'd buy one. Oh, yep, I got it. You're right, I got it. You'd buy one? Oh my goodness. Well, I have to sit down and decide how I'm going to write it, you know, and I haven't taken time to do that. I'll have to do that, you know. Oh, you said the opposite. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love you being here too. Yes. Don't be afraid to go vegan. Don't be afraid. You know, you're not going to miss anything. You think you are, but you're not really. You're not going to miss anything because when you think about it, you're going to be much healthier. You're going to probably live a little bit longer. You're going to feel better in the long run. Your sleeping patterns will be much better. And in the long run, your weight will come right off. I mean, look at me. Look at me from when I first started Periscope. I went back one day and looked at those, and when I saw what I saw, I says, wow. That was horrible. I looked horrible. Look at me now. I can't believe there's a big, big difference. It pays. It pays to make your own food and to keep on going. a little bit more than a year. I kind of lost track when I first started. It was sometime last year, but I'm just keeping going, you know. And believe me, there have been times when I wanted to give up and quit and say, can I really do this? But you know, it's like God told me, you can do this. Keep going, you know. And I thought, well, I'm inspiring other people by coming in here and cooking, making things. I'm inspiring them. So since I'm inspiring them and they're wanting to see me do this, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going for as long as I possibly can. For as long as it takes until it levels off to the point where, you know, can't lose anymore. And I know that's going to happen eventually. But until that happens, I'm going to keep right on going. Because I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing. I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, and making your own food. And when I get all those Pamper Chef tools, I know I'm going to feel so much better. I'm going to be a cooking fool. I know Erlene is now with all the cooking tools she got. If anybody didn't see Erlene's Periscope, watch her Periscope on her tools that she got from Pamper Chef. Plus, she also did a Facebook live video. So watch that too. You can see everything she got. She got a lot of stuff. But so she's going to be cooking for a long time. Yes, I do too. I'm determined. You know, once I've started and I can see the weight coming off, because at first it was coming off slow and it looked like I wasn't losing anything, and I was kind of getting frustrated and getting a little downhearted. But then I thought, and it's like something told me, keep going. You know, you didn't put it on overnight. You're not going to get it off overnight. So I decided to keep on going. And, you know, I'm so glad I have. It's paid off. It's paid off big time. Because look at me now. Yeah, she certainly does. She needs to write a cookbook too. So you hear that, Erlene? You need to write a cookbook too. Well, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that we've done that. That's amazing. You know, I never expected that to happen, but I'm so glad. You know. Oh. Yeah, that's true. They are. Yes, it does. Her food always looks good. Absolutely. She's been posting. She's got a group too, so you can join her group as well. She posts a lot of things on her group. She posts them up on my group because I've got a lot of people in my group that she doesn't have. But anyway, she posts up in her group and her stuff looks so good, and I'm tempted to try some of her stuff. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here, I think, in a little bit, so I can take a break for a while. Yes, you know, you have to. I didn't want to continue going the way I was because I was looking awful. I was feeling awful, and it wasn't coming off. Not doing what I was doing wasn't coming off. Oh yeah, celery. Yeah, celery's a good. You know what I like to do? Don't laugh at me, but I like to take celery, cut the ends off, wash it, and put peanut butter on it and eat with peanut butter on it. I know that sounds kind of odd, but I love peanut butter on celery. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I love doing that. Celery isn't celery to me unless I can put peanut butter on it. You know, that's the only way I'll eat it is with peanut butter on it. Oh, Marilyn knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. Have a good day or good evening. I think I'm going to go in a little bit too, so I can put this away. Oh, you eat it that way too, Erlene? Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one that eats it that way. Yeah, that's good to be with celery. Yes. Peanut butter. I love peanut butter on celery. Absolutely. You know, you hate celery? Oh boy, somebody hates celery. Well, you probably have never had it growing up, you know. No, that's right. You don't look sickly. Sure I can. I can see you. I see you, Erlene. I can see you. I see you post. Are you having a hard time posting? Because you just said, can you see me? I see you definitely. Yes, I do. Definitely. I've been seeing your posts all along. But you need to write that cookbook too, Erlene. Oh, you like it when I scope better later in the day? Well, I might start doing that from now on, doing it later in the day. Normally I do it around lunchtime because I'm getting ready to make lunch, and something I've made I wanted to scope for lunch. But I can start scoping later in the day if you want me to. That's okay with me. Yeah, they are. That's right. So. You're really picky. Oh, I certainly will. And you have a good night too. Yeah. you can eat anything, you're an alien. Well, there are some people who can eat just about anything. Well, there's a lot of things that I won't eat, that I can't stand. And I'll tell you one thing that I cannot stand when I'm standing here is hominy. I cannot stand hominy. Well, I can come on this time of day if you want me to come on this time of day. If it's better for you to see me this time of day, I can come on this time of day. I come on sometimes I come on early in the morning. Sometimes I come on later in the day. It has the most minerals. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I thought I should cut the ends off because they don't look very good. I want to cut the very ends off. Yeah, I don't like the ends either. So that's why I cut them off. They're bad at the bottom on it, but anyway, the white end, I cut that off. I don't eat that. She didn't like chocolate pudding? Oh my. Chocolate is my downfall. That's why I buy, oh my goodness, 1,500 viewers. Whoa! I wonder if I'm featured. I don't think I'm featured, but anyway. I like that I can do this for other people. And you know, sharing with other people, I'm learning and you're learning from me and I'm learning from you because you're giving me ideas and I'm giving you ideas. And, you know, and climbing, wow, wonderful. I saw climbing at the bottom, so I wonder if it was climbing at the top too. I sure am. I think the title must be bringing them in, you know. Well, I wasn't going to do this, but I thought, well, you know, isn't it funny? It seems like this time of day I seem to gather them in more than I do in the mornings. Maybe this is a better time of day to do this then, because I seem to really, well, Leslie, she does it at 11 o'clock my time, and by the time she's done, she's got something like 2,000, 2,500 people on her periscopes, you know. So she gets a lot of people too. But if I can get this on my own without much effort, I'll keep doing it, you know. I suppose when I do that vegan cheesecake that has tofu in it, I'll probably get a lot of people in here too. That and the zucchini bread, that'll probably draw a lot of people too. You know, I take this stuff and oh yes, Marilyn, you caught me at a good time. So I probably start doing it from now on because I know that's because you do get off this time. Yes, I am. I'm in Oregon. Yes, you got that right. I'm in Oregon. I've lived in. I grew up in Indiana. Lived there most of my life until about 89. Then went to Hawaii and was there for a little while. Yeah, I'll have to do a vegan pizza. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to try to find recipes for that. But like I said, allrecipes.com, you can find just about any recipe you want on there. My goodness, it's loaded with recipes. And I just tapped on the vegan recipes and yeah, you know, I'm surprised. I am very, very surprised that I'm getting a lot of people in here by putting the word vegan in my periscope. People are wanting to become vegan. Maybe they've had problems with the health and they want to change their lifestyle. And the only way they're going to change it is to change the way they're eating. A lot of people are so sick because of what they're eating. If they change their lifestyle, we're in the same time zone. I know Marilyn and I are in the same time zone. She's in California, so I know that we're on the same time zone. So coming on this time is good for Marilyn because we're in the same time zone. And I know Erlene, she's 3 hours ahead of me, and so is Alexis. So they're on Eastern Standard Time. So I don't want to come on real late because they would be going to bed. So, but I do enjoy Alexis's scope when I'm awake. But I'm not usually awake when she comes on in the morning. But I do watch her periscopes in the afternoons when I can. Oh, you're in California too? Well, so okay, you're in California. Well, so is. I didn't know you were in California, Sherry. I didn't know you were in California. I know what Maryland is, and I'm in Oregon. Well, thank you so much for saying that. That it really inspires me when you said that. You know, I really appreciate that. I'm trying to inspire other people. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I was going to get off of here, but if I'm going to keep on climbing, I'll stay on for a little bit longer and show you my Parmesan, my vegan Parmesan cheese. Very simple to make, and not many ingredients, and yeah, aches and pains. It is. It tastes, and I've already tasted a little bit of it, and it tastes just like Parmesan cheese. You can put it on lasagna, you can put it on spaghetti, you can put a little bit on mac and cheese, you can put it on anything that you want. Hey, you hate catching us, you're not sleeping. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, you've come to the right place, because I don't eat any meat of any kind. Everything that I make in here is plant-based. It's vegan. There's nothing that I'm going to make in here that has anything in it that has fish in it, or actual cheese, or, yes I am, or dairy milk, because I use almond milk. That's basically what I use, which I've got to go get some tomorrow. I'm just about out. But I use almond milk. And that's basically, a lot of recipes call for soy milk, but I just substitute almond milk because I like that more than anything. Now I can make my own almond milk with the Vitamix, which I might start doing again, is making my own almond milk. You have to strain it, but I love Muslims. That's not what this scope is about, but I love them anyway. Oh yes, I watch them as replays too. There have been a few times, and Alexis can attest to this, there have been just a very few times where I was awake because I had let the dogs out and I hadn't gone back to sleep yet, and I was awake when she came on. I was in there. But if I'm not awake, like this morning, the Chewy woke up at between 2:15 and 2:30. He was trying to get his cage door open because he needed to go to the bathroom, so I let him out, and when he got done, I went right back to sleep again after he come in and went right. Hi, Crystal, good to see you. Here's my vegan Parmesan cheese. Yes, almond milk. I don't know. There's also coconut milk. Now I do have a lot of full fat coconut milk, and I plan on using that in recipes too. There is a recipe I found on allrecipes.com, and I think it's another kind of whipped cream, but it's cashew cream. It's whipped cream made out of cashews, and also uses full fat coconut milk. I may make that. Now I had made whipped cream on my periscopes before, and that was a while back. I periscoped it. Whipped cream is very easy to make, but I think a secret to that is, like I said, you got to have your coconut milk, the full fat coconut milk, has to sit in the refrigerator overnight. And I think another thing is you should have the beaters and the bowl you're going to put them in cold. Because I've seen people on YouTube do that they'll put them in the refrigerator and they'll take them out before they're ready to use them, and they're nice and chilled. What kind of dogs do I have? They're both Pomeranians. The one is the new one I just got not too long ago is a Pomeranian mix. What he's a mix of, I don't know, but he's only about 8 pounds, is 4 years old. The other one, she's a normal sized Pomeranian. She's got the fox face, and I've had her 11 years. I don't know how much longer she's going to live, but I'm thankful for all the years I have had her, because I got her as a puppy. So that's what I have, because I like small dogs. But I just adopted the Chewy on April 25th at the shelter, and he'd been through a lot. So, hi, good to see you. Welcome. Here's my vegan Parmesan cheese. Doesn't that look good? Very yummy. And it is very good. Made in the food processor. It's very, very good, and it's healthy. Yes, and it doesn't have anything in it that's going to harm you, unless a lot of people won't use nutritional yeast. You probably will get by without it. But if you want that cheesy flavor, you put that in there. You know, it just has cashews and almonds, nutritional yeast, and garlic powder I put in it, and a teaspoon of lemon juice. And that's it. That's all it has. Yes, he does. She lets him bite on her leg and stuff. Bite on her leg, but she does, she won't play with him per se, because she's a lot older. He's the first dog that's ever wanted to play. He wants to play with me in the morning and first get up and sit in my chair. He opens up his mouth and he wants to put my hand in his mouth. He wants me to play with him. So, yeah, I know, and I've got a lot of followers coming on here. Yeah, he likes to play, and he gets real frisky in the mornings, but he loves his walks. Once he's had his walks, he is good for the day. He loves his walks. He's tired after that. He does a lot of sleeping during the day. Sleeps at the foot of my easy chair, and so he's outside right now. But anyway, I enjoy my dogs. I enjoy coming in here for you guys and doing this for you. And I think I'm going to get off in a little bit, though, so I don't because it's getting a little warmer. I don't want to overdo it and pass out or anything like that, because I felt myself doing that a little bit ago, but I come out of it, praise the Lord. Anyway, as you can see, I'll show this again. Doesn't this look good? Very simple to make. I'll post this up on my Facebook group. I'll probably post it into Erlene's as well, and into Leslie's. Oh, 1,615, wow. Yeah, she walks a little slower now. She does love her walks. She does bark like crazy, though. She is, yeah, it's a little warmer today than it was yesterday. I've got the fan running. In fact, I might pull it a little closer just a minute. There, that's better. I pulled it a little closer, then I won't get so overheated. Oh, it's winter, believe it or not. Oh my. Yeah, winter, yeah. I know the change of seasons. I know Australia's in winter compared to us. They're just the opposite of us. We're in summer and they're in winter. In fact, our summer just started today. This is the summer solstice, as they call it. Today's the first day of summer. So I anticipate us having some very hot days. We're going to get in the 90s some days. Well, I don't know about, well, that's how you spell it. I don't watch Star Wars, but I like the name Chewie, and the reason I picked that name is because he gets in my closet and he'll take my slippers outside into the yard and play with them. He'll take my shoes out there too, because I caught him picking up. He tries to take my bath mat in the bathroom out there too. I caught him trying to take that out there one day. I have to keep his crate closed, because if I don't, he'll get the bed out of his crate and take it out there. Well, I saw other people doing it, and at the time I started doing this, I was on the shy side. When I first started, I was doing maybe 4 or 5 minutes or something, because I just couldn't see myself doing any more than that. But sometimes it's not uncommon for me to do an hour or two. And I didn't start right away, however. I started periscoping right when it came on. I watched other people do periscopes, and then I got the nerve up to start doing it. Like I said, I started coming in maybe 4 minutes or 5 minutes at a time, because I was on the shy side and I just didn't know how people were going to take me too well. I shouldn't have let that bother me, but it was a bother. It isn't anymore. But I've come to the realization that people will have to accept me the way I look, and if they don't like the way I look, then they don't have to come in here. Oh, it looks like that person. I've got to block that person. I can't see what they're saying. But if they don't like the way I look, they don't have to come in. Because I'm not here to win a personality contest. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm here to share my knowledge of my cooking, the vegan lifestyle with other people. And if they choose to follow me and do what I do, fine. If they don't, that's okay too, because I'm not going to force anybody to accept the vegan lifestyle, because everybody has their own way of doing things. I don't even remember. I'd have to go back and look it up, because it's been so long ago. I think I must have periscoped a few months. I don't know, maybe it was a few months or a year or something after they came on. I'm not sure exactly. But I've done well over 500 periscopes, because they only allow 500 on the Periscope app, and I've done well over that. So that's right. Can take what they need. And I've gone in periscopes where people get criticized for things, or they say they're ugly, or I've had people tell me that in my periscopes already too, and I just tell them, I says, well, something, you look in the mirror at yourself. Don't point fingers at me, because if you're going to point fingers at me, there's 3 or 4 pointing back at you, And I had somebody on one of my periscopes, and I think that was last week. I think Arlene had mentioned it to me. She had mentioned it to me, that somebody had come in this periscope, and I missed it. And she had seen it, and I don't know why. I went back and watched the replay, and I still missed it. Somebody on my periscope, and if I'd have seen it, I would have blocked them right away, said to me, this world would be a better place with you not in it. Why would somebody come in my periscope and say that? They don't know me from Adam. But that person had to have been a miserable person. They didn't like the way I looked for some reason. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad that you said that. Yes, people are always judging. They're stereotyping other people. You cannot do that. You don't judge people. You don't judge people unless you walk a mile in their moccasins, as they say. You have to walk a mile in their shoes. If they don't know you from Adam, they shouldn't be saying what they're saying. That's right. I want to be, and I want to inspire others. I want to help others. I am not here to and for anything else but to inspire people. And if people don't want to be here, they don't want to be inspired, they won't come in. You know. Yeah, I think so. That's what it is. They hate themselves so that they don't know how else to be, so they're mean to other people. And you know, it's not right. I don't intend to go into anybody's Periscope and say that to them. If somebody comes into somebody else's Periscope and I'm there, I will tell them, that was rude and nasty. You know, you shouldn't be talking like that. You know, yeah, I think so. They say it for shock value. They want to get a rise out of somebody. And normally, they won't get a rise out of me. I'll just say, well, nice knowing you, bye, and have a good time, good day, or you're going to get blocked and bye. You know, because we as broadcasters, those of us that broadcast, and I encourage some of you that don't broadcast, try it. It's not hard to do. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Yeah, they think it's funny, but you know something? When you think about it, if they were in our shoes and somebody was doing that to them, would they think it's funny? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't think it's funny. They would think it's very sad, and they would get upset at somebody calling them names and saying what they said. I don't understand somebody saying, well, you know, this world would be a better place without you in it. That has not that they don't know me from Adam to say that. That's it's horrible. You know, I don't feel that way about anybody. I love everybody. You know, and this world is a great place to have everybody in it. You know, yeah, that's right. We can't pay any need to them. You know, because they're miserable people. They want everybody around them to be miserable. You know something? Life is too short to be miserable, and I choose not to be miserable. I choose to be happy. That's why I come in here. This makes me happy to come in here and share what I know with you, to do different recipes. Yeah, I should have my own. I guess that you could. This is almost like a cooking show, but you know, this makes me happy coming in here to do this. I would feel upset if Periscope would ever go away, which it probably will someday eventually. You know, go away and I can't do this anymore. But as long as I can do it, and God gives me breath, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to share my knowledge with other people. And if they want to come in here, they'll come in here. If they don't, they won't. That's the way I feel about it. You know, it's up to each individual. I'm not telling them people, you know, when I go live button, I'm not telling them they have to come in here. I'm thankful for the ones that do come in here. It's because of you that I am doing these. Because you share these out. You support me every time I'm in here. You don't ridicule me. Even when I was I was heavy set. You never ridiculed me for the way I looked, and I was so appreciative of that. I mean, I kind of want to ridicule myself because I knew I didn't look good. But you never said bad things about me. You were happy that I was on and I was sharing with you. But things have been so much better. Now, I don't think it will go away either. You know, but it's just the point that if something would ever happen and I couldn't do this anymore, I would feel really bad. Because I enjoy coming in here and sharing what I know with you. Because this makes me happy. You know, and this is what I like doing. That's right. It's a success. Look how many people came in here today. I didn't expect over 1,000 people in here. If I influence just one person to become vegan that has never been vegan before, I have done what I set out to do. You know, and I'm not twisting anybody's arm to become vegan. It's solely up to each individual. You know, I'm just sharing what I know. And if they don't want to become vegan, that's fine. Because they can choose to do what they want to do. I'm just trying to show them that you can be healthy by living a little bit better and eating differently. You know, and I want everybody to try to be healthy too. I don't want people sick. You know, I don't like this world being with sick people, and there are a lot of sick people in here. Well, hi, Ruben. Good to see you. Here is my vegan Parmesan cheese, and I'll give you the recipe for it, Ruben. But I'll post it up on Facebook. Good to see you, Ruben. He ever comes into my Periscope, but I'm glad you did. 1 cup of almonds, half a cup of raw cashews, a half a cup of nutritional yeast flakes, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of salt-free herb and garlic seasoning, which I didn't have, so I put garlic powder in it. But this you can put on spaghetti, you can put it on lasagna, mac and cheese, or anything that you put cheese on. Oh, yeah, I do. And sometimes when I talk, Sherry, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. As you can see, look how long I've been in here. You know, yes, you know, and I like to talk. But like I said, when I first started periscoping, I wouldn't talk very much. I was in here 4 to 5 minutes at best. And then I'd get off. I'd close the periscope up because I was so shy. But you wouldn't know it now by me being in here, because I mean, it's not unusual for me to be on an hour or 2 at a time. You know, because some of them that go into my prophecy scopes, my Christian scopes, they know that I can be on 2 hours at a time. And I've been known to be 2.5 hours once. I think it was almost 3 one time. You know, but, you know, there is a limit too. But, you know, I try to do the best I can. I try to be on here as long as I can to try to encourage others. I'm going to have to go I'll step away again to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Oh, since I moved that fan, I feel so much better. I don't feel like passing out now. I could probably go another hour, although I don't know how many people I'd have in that time. Oh, Ruben, since you're on here, I want to show you some fudge, because I know you weren't on my scope when I made this fudge. I want you to see this fudge that I made just by using a cup of carrot chips, a cup of peanut butter, and a 3/4 cup of maple syrup, cooking it on the stove, and putting it in the refrigerator for 8 hours to overnight. Putting it on this parchment paper, cutting it up the next day, and look how soft it is. This is very soft. See how soft it is? I can squeeze it. It is, believe me, it's delicious. I eat one every day. I don't want to eat too much because it's tempting to eat more, but no, one a day is all I can eat. Oh, I'll hide it from you. Yes. Well, I tell you, once you make it yourself, you'll be tempted to eat a lot of it too. Oh, you know something? I come in here, and I'm glad you said that. I'm not pushy. I don't want to push anybody into doing anything. I let them make up their own mind. I just tell them what works for me. Because what works for me is not going to work for everybody else. Oh, you'll love it. Believe me, you'll love it. And I've got the recipe up on Facebook. I've also got it up on YouTube, and you can go back to my previous Periscope and see how I made it. But like I said, it's just a cup of carob chips, because you can use chocolate chips if you're not vegan, a cup of peanut butter, and 3/4 cup of maple syrup, and cook it on the stove till it's nice and smooth, and then put it in a dish on parchment paper for 8 hours to overnight. I left mine overnight, cut it up the next morning, and voila, it's very good. It is just delicious. I mean, it's to die for. It's a recipe I'm going to make over and over and over again. But like I said, I'm not a pushy person. When I come on these Periscopes, I do it because I want to show others and share with others how my lifestyle has affected me and how God is working in my life for keeping me on this plant-based diet. And I don't expect everybody to follow along. They can do what they choose to do. I'm not going to push anybody to do anything. You choose your own lifestyle. You choose your way of doing whatever you want to do. Oh, thank you. I take that as a compliment. You know, I just wish I'd have done this years ago. But I figure there's no time like the present to do this. I mean, I've been over a year at it, and I just keep right on going. And it's a feat that I'm accomplishing what I set out to do. I wasn't sure how it was going to work. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to keep at this. You know, I was going to get discouraged, but I kept on going. Yeah, thank you. I am healthier. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, best decision. Yes, yes. Oh, good. That's very good. That's a good start. That's a good start. Oh, yes, long time no see. I'm doing just fine. Doing just fine. If you didn't see my vegan Parmesan cheese, there it is. And I'll tell you, I'll repeat the recipe because you just came in. I used a cup of raw almonds, half a cup of raw cashews, a half a cup of nutritional yeast flakes, a teaspoon of lemon juice. Then it calls for a teaspoon of salt-free herb and garlic seasoning, which I didn't have, so I put garlic powder in it. But this is the picture that I printed out on allrecipes.com. That's what it looks like. That's very, very good. If you want to take a screenshot of this and you have the recipe, you can feel free to do that too. I'll hold it up here a little bit and you can take a screenshot of it. But I am going to post this up on Facebook. I will post it up on YouTube. This is a video that I want to post up there, and so everybody will have the recipe, because I've got a Facebook group. Oh, Kevin. Oh, how good to see you, Kevin. Yeah, I didn't recognize your new username. No, you sure haven't. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my, if you haven't seen it, this is my vegan Parmesan cheese. Yeah, who doesn't love Parmesan? But like I said, it's not real cheese. But it tastes like real cheese because it has healthy ingredients in it. You pick up a package of Parmesan cheese in the store and see how many ingredients it has in it. It's going to have a long list of ingredients, all chemicals. Because the manufacturers, that's all they do, is they put chemicals in their stuff because they don't know any better. Wow, peach cobbler. Oh, that sounds good. Yummy. Wow. Yeah, peach cobbler sounds delicious. Well, I want to make some zucchini bread probably tomorrow. I wouldn't do it this afternoon because it gets hot in the oven. This kitchen gets hot. I'll do it when the kitchen is not quite so hot. What I might do tomorrow is I'll make the zucchini bread and I'll come on here like I did for this and I'll show you what the zucchini bread looks like after I made it. Oh, I suppose so. I'll probably put it in an airtight container. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I have. It's a cheesy flavor. Now, those that don't use nutritional yeast, if you want to do something else and not put that in there, I suppose you could get, but that's to give it the cheesy flavor. But I've got mac and cheese that I can put this on. You can put it on like vegan spaghetti. I've got a recipe for a vegan pasta that I can do. Oh, thank you for saying so. Yes, it is. I just got my hair cut yesterday. It was looking kind of raggedy. It was getting down in my eyes. And I had got a perm back in January, and there was still a little bit of it left, but I said just whack it all off and make it short because I like it wash and go. So that's why I got it like this. Oh, yes, it does. Usually the hottest month is July. And we usually don't get rain all the way from, well, we did have rain this month already. But normally, usually from May, I would say, till October, we're dry. We get no rain whatsoever. So we've had some rain already this month. But I hope we get some more, but chances are it's probably going to get dry now, and it's going to get hotter than the dickens. We're going to get in the 90s, almost 100, and I'm going to share something with you in passing, and I want you to keep it to yourself because my son doesn't want anybody to know, but he doesn't know any of you anyway. And my son, I got to pray for him. He has got a chance to go to Israel in November, the end of November of this year. One of our church members paid his way to Israel, so he's going to walk the streets where Jesus walked, and so I'm hoping and praying. Yes, I do. I walk every morning. I walk every morning. So he's going to be going to Israel for about a week. And when he told me yesterday, I was so happy for him that he's trying to get his passport. He had to get information about where I was born and things so he could, because he's got to get a passport and he's got to start getting it now because he's leaving November 29th. So he'll be gone a week. But just to be able to walk the streets where Jesus walked is just a dream come true. It would be something that everybody would want to do. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I suppose it probably is. He won't be able to. No, he doesn't want anyone to know because he hasn't told the church yet. I'm the first one he's told. He doesn't want anyone to know because you guys don't know him anyway, so there'd be no chance of that. But I don't want anything mentioned from any of my friends on Facebook about it. Just pretend like you don't know, because I don't want getting back to him. Although you're not following him on Facebook anyway. But he told me in private, and I figured, well, it was okay to tell you, but I can't tell the church members. The pastor doesn't know, and nobody else in the church knows. Well, I figured I could spill the beans to you guys, because none of you know him. He doesn't know you either. He doesn't follow any of you. So, but I just can't tell the church members. Oh, man. Oh, they're making it. Oh, I'll have to tell him that. I'll have to tell him they're making it illegal there to mention Christianity or Jesus. Oh, I'll have to tell him. But, so it's terrible. Oh, that, that's so sad. But, we know that's going to be that way. But he's only going to be there a week. But, he's going to be able to walk down those streets where Jesus walked, the Via Dolorosa to Calvary. I mean, I would love to walk that myself. Oh, it's not true? Yeah, that's right. They want to. Well, somebody's probably in here trying to be a distraction. If that's a distraction, then let me know, because that person's got all caps on anyway. So I didn't think it was. I'm glad you're telling me that, because he wants to be able to call Jesus' name, and for somebody to say that, somebody's trying to cause trouble in here. Yes, it certainly is. Absolutely. And when he told me, I was so real. When he said, well, actually, this is how it happened. When my ex-husband called me yesterday, he says, well, I've got something to tell you, but he says, don't tell Stephen I told you. So I said, okay, I won't. He said, he's going to be going to Jerusalem this year, and he's trying to get a passport. And he says, well, don't tell him I told you. So I didn't. So later in the day, my son called me, and he says, Mom, I've got to get a passport. So I pretended like I didn't know what he was talking about. And I says, well, what do you need a passport for? He says, I'm going to Israel. I says, oh, how wonderful. A preacher got arrested for preaching the gospel there. Wow. That is, that's terrible. We're going to find that here too. It's going to happen. If you get arrested for preaching the gospel, it's going to happen. People they're going to persecute us. Let them do so. Oh no, I don't want you to be. No, I don't want you to be. If that's you, Kevin, no, I don't want you to be. You're not a distraction, Kevin. If that's you, you're not a distraction at all. Because Kevin's a good guy. Kevin's a Seventh-day Adventist, so Kevin is a Seventh-day Adventist. So Kevin's probably been over there before. So, but I'll have to probably refollow you now, Kevin, because you changed your username. Oh, there got somebody trying to distract again. Oh, man. Whatever. I'm not going to listen to everybody, but anyway, yeah, you're right, Valerie. They certainly will. We know it's going to get outlawed. They're going to get outlawed here, too, yeah. And I was going to tell you, that fudge one that I did, I looked at that one, and I don't know if somebody reported that scope or not, but I went to watch it one day, and it had a line through it, and it was grayed out on my side like it had been reported, like it was not fit for watching or something, and I don't know what the heck went on. It's silly, and I hope this doesn't happen to this, and people are reporting these things. I don't know why they're reporting them. I'm not doing anything wrong, but I like coming in here. Like I said, this makes me happy to be able to come in here and share my knowledge with you. I don't have a lot of knowledge because Alexis has more than I have, and Leslie has more than I have, but I'm learning, because the more I do it, the more knowledge I get, and I'm gaining knowledge each and every day. I'm finding new recipes every day. I go and look at recipes up, and I'm going to put them on my iPad so I have them, so I can use that when I do the recipes. But I'm thankful that I'm able to come in here. But most of all, I'm thankful that I have you in here to support me on this. That you've always supported me from the very beginning. Even before I started this journey, you supported me. You listened to me, and you respected me. And I know I looked like a darn whale at the time, but you didn't criticize me for looking like a whale. You were supportive of me, and I'm so appreciative of that, because I've done everything I possibly can to change everything now. Oh, thank you so much. I feel so much better too. It's been a long journey, but I'm keeping going. Oh, wonderful since September. That's great, Kevin. Yes, that's great that you have, because we need to support each other, you know. And I don't come on the scopes like I should. You know, I should watch Lance's more, but I don't come on get on his scopes as much as I should. I'm always busy doing something, but I do appreciate when people, you know, share their scopes out, you know, and I can go and watch theirs too. And if anybody in here did not see the series on Stephen Bohr that I Periscope, feel free to watch that. They're up there. One of them cut out on me before it was finished, and that was not my fault. It was on their end. But there's two of them. The last two that he did are real good. They're all the way through, so you can watch those there too. But I'm going to probably go in a little bit so I can sit down, because I've been standing up so long. But I'm so glad that everybody came in here and was able to watch me to see this recipe. And I possibly may come in tomorrow and do the after I've done the zucchini bread, because it sounds so good. Because it's going to take a lot of time to make it, because it's got to be in the oven over an hour, and it's got something like 13, 14 ingredients to it. So it's going to take a while to make it. But once I get it, 1962. Oh, I rock. Oh, thank you. Man, that makes me feel good to know that I rock. I really, that really makes me feel good, because I'm doing everything I can to try to, oh yes, you know, zucchini, I love it too. Oh, you too. You too, you know, and I love the fact that I can come in here. Like I said, this is making me happy to do this. I love doing this for people. Oh, you certainly will. Oh, you're hungry now? Oh, I'm sorry I made you hungry. But believe me, I'll tell you, when I made my fudge, I was hungry looking at the fudge. I made myself hungry looking at it, and I couldn't eat it yet. I had to let it set up in the refrigerator. So I made myself hungry. So don't think that because you're hungry that I don't get hungry, because I do. Oh, I inspire you? Okay, good. I'm glad. Oh, you need to make that. Oh, put that fudge away. Well, it's hiding back here. It's hiding. Believe me, once you start making it, you're gonna want to eat a lot of it yourself, and you're gonna say it's to die for. You'll want to make the recipe over and over again. 3 simple ingredients, and you just put it in the refrigerator. Make sure you got parchment paper in your dish though, because it will stick. And don't do anything with your dish, but just put parchment paper in it. Put it in the parchment paper. Put it in the refrigerator 8 hours to overnight. Cut it up the next morning. You can pull the parchment paper and all right out of the container, because it won't stick to the parchment paper. And then I cut it up and then put it back. Yes, I do enjoy this. This really makes me happy. You know, my son knows I do Periscopes. He says, "Mom, I'm proud of you for getting up and doing things for people and sharing with them." He really likes that. I'm going to, yes, I will put it up on my, the fudge, yes, I put on my Facebook page. I've got a group, I put it up there, Karen's Vegan Heaven, it's up there. And I will also put this Parmesan cheese up there too. These recipes that I do at Periscope automatically go up on Facebook. I copy the recipe down and I put it up there, so you have the recipe. It tells you how to make it, because I don't expect people to try to make it without the recipe, you know. But I like to do that. It gives me pleasure to do it. And Alexis is probably not in here now, but I'm so thankful that she's the one that encouraged me to start the Facebook group. Stop mentioning the fudge. Well, I'll tell you, I'm making myself hungry just looking at it, because I've already had a piece today and I don't want to eat any more. But it made me hungry when I was making it. But anyway, it's up on the, if you haven't seen the Periscope on that, you can go back a few Periscopes to watch that. And you can see how I made it. Or if you follow me on Facebook, you can go in my Facebook group and you can see it there. Yes, it is. It definitely is. It definitely is. Yes, carob fudge. I made it with carob chips. Now, I have a dark chocolate recipe that I'm going to make, but I've got to look it up. It's a dark chocolate recipe, and I'll show it to you. Okay, it's called Healthy Dark Chocolate. The picture didn't print out too good because it was getting I'm losing my, but it's got a cup of coconut oil melted in it, unsweetened cocoa powder, which I'll use carob powder, and a cup of maple syrup. That's all this one has in it for the dark chocolate. So that's going to be similar to what I just made. So, but anything like that, I love, like Alexa said, well, you've got a sweet tooth. I've been making a lot of things with sweet tooth. I guess I do. Yeah, well, this is not real chocolate. This is carob, which is not chocolate. It's a plant. 1993. Wow. I want to stay on a little bit longer. I'll at least get a 2,000 or more. If I'm not that much, I'm gonna get. Yeah, it's carob. It's vegan. It's from Chatfields. I buy it at Amazon. Yeah, I just got it cut yesterday, and there is no hope. Well, it's not. It's just carob. 2,000. It's carob powder. It's Chatfields. I also got the carob. I use carob chips for this fudge. It's hi, good to see you. Welcome. It's not real chocolate. It's just, and this is my. Those are just coming in. This is my vegan Parmesan cheese. Doesn't that look good and tasty? Yes, it's not real chocolate. It's a plant. It's carob, which is vegan and it's healthy for you. Yes, I did. I made it. No, it's not. It's not a plant, because if you knew what chocolate had in it, you wouldn't eat it. Chocolate's got bugs in it. Carob powder does not. Carob is all natural. Chocolate is not. Any cheese in here? Just nutritional yeast. Give it the cheesy flavor. That's all that's in here. Yes, I see that. I hit 2,000. I saw that when you posted it. But it's carob. Carob, which is healthy. It's vegan. I get it from Amazon, called Chatfields. Yeah, I might do a live YouTube broadcast. Yes, it does. It has bugs in it. Yeah, it's got roaches and stuff in it. And caffeine. Yes, that's the biggest thing it's got in is caffeine. And caffeine is a stimulant. And Ellen White says you're not supposed to have stimulants of any kind. So it's best to not eat chocolate because of stimulants. That's why we don't drink coffee, because it's a stimulant. The caffeine is stimulating. It's not good for your system. Carob won't hurt you. It's vegan. You can eat all the carob you want. It's not going to affect you at all like caffeine would. Oh, yes, it causes a heart attack. Yep, you're right. And I used to, when I was younger, have chocolate. Well, I was allergic to chocolate because I broke out in hives. So I don't want to, before I knew there was such a thing as carob, I said, well, I don't want to give up my chocolate. Then somebody had mentioned to me about carob. They said, have you ever heard of carob? And I says, no. And so I started looking it up, and I realized that Amazon had it, so I started buying it. And I'll never go back to chocolate again, because I can have my chocolate and be healthy too. That's the good thing about it. The same thing with ice cream. I call it ice cream when you make it yourself. You buy ice cream in the store, the ice cream containers have not hundreds of ingredients, but have so many ingredients that you can't pronounce half of them. Make your own ice cream. Once I get the ice cream maker, it sounds like I'm going to be getting it on Saturday, what Alexa said. Get the ice cream maker, then I'm going to be making the ice cream from it. Yes, it does. It certainly does, and it's better for you, much better. You learned something new about the caffeine? Yes. I did drink coffee when I was younger too, but there again, that's an acquired taste. I'm glad I stopped drinking coffee. And I never did drink Poster. We as Seventh-day Adventists had Poster, but I never drank that. But you don't need to drink that stuff. And as far as tea, I can take it or leave on tea, because I'm not really fond of tea. The ones I have are sweetened. They're automatically sweetened, but they're very good. And they're so good. You forgot what it was? Well, the only thing I know about is carob. But you can buy it at Amazon. I suppose if you have a Whole Foods or Trader Joe's in your area, you could probably get them there. They're very easy. They're very simple. Anybody should have those that carries vegan stuff. You drink Crystal Light. Well, I don't know about if that's any good for you either. Look at the ingredients that's in it. What did I make? Here's what I made. Vegan Parmesan cheese. Just 4 simple ingredients. Cashews, almonds, nutritional yeast, lemon juice, and I've got garlic powder for the herb and garlic seasoning I did not have. Yes, I've already tasted it. It tastes just like Parmesan cheese. It can be put on anything that you put Parmesan cheese on, and it doesn't have all the chemicals in it. Yeah, take notes, Valerie. It doesn't have all the ingredients in it and all the chemicals in it that your stuff in the store has. You pick something up in the store, look how many ingredients it has in it. That's right. Look at the ingredients. Take notice of them. Be diligent. I never used to for the longest time. Then all of a sudden I started looking at the ingredients on the packaging. I thought I'd better. Because there's so many of them. And I'd see it and I'd look at the ingredients. I said, I don't want this. Put it in the back. Oh, okay. The hospital had Crystal Light. But the ingredients on your stuff in the store, the manufacturers do that for a reason. They put so many ingredients in it because they think that you're not going to pay attention to the ingredients and you're going to buy it, which unfortunately a lot of people do. They don't pay attention to any of the ingredients, so they'll just put it in their cart anyway. Yeah, that's right. No sugar and calories. You don't need that kind of stuff. And the only sugar that I will use is either the cane sugar, which is the Murano, I got at Walmart, or the date sugar. I've got some coconut palm sugar as well. But and I don't use cornstarch either. I have tapioca flour that I use as a thickening agent for cornstarch. I'd rather use that. Yeah, the lemon is the salt. Yeah, that's right. The lemon juice is real good. Lemon juice is, and if you want to see a good recipe that I made a while back, I think it was last week I made it, or a week before, guacamole. I made that from the allrecipes.com. I periscoped that. And that's on my Periscope as well and up on YouTube. It was very good, guacamole. I do eat honey. I put honey in some things too. Although I know it's not exactly vegan, but Chris, the Forerunner, he eats honey because he said he does. I don't see anything wrong with honey, but I use it sparingly too. I use arrowroot. Yes, I use arrowroot. I've got arrowroot and tapioca starch. You can use either one, but I don't use... Yes, I have the organic honey. That's what I have, is the organic. And that's the only thing I'll buy is a pure honey, raw honey. It's organic, but I use it sparingly because it's quite expensive. So I use maple syrup more than anything. Yes, it is. And ginger. Oh, ginger. Yes, ginger is very good for you too. Now I did find out about agave nectar, and I've got agave nectar, and I can't even use it anymore. That it's got a lot of stuff in it that we shouldn't be having. Although it says agave, but I found out that it's got more things in it than we really realize, and it's not that good for you. So, and that's disheartening because I love agave. So I would just have to use maple syrup or non-alcoholic vanilla or maple syrup for it. Oh, we're on a good path. Yes, we are on a very good path, and stay on that path. Oh, yes, yes. I intend to stay on this path. I've started on it, and I'm going to stay on it, and I'm going to continue to stay on it. I'm not going to waver from this path whatsoever, because this path has got me where I'm at right now, and I want to continue to stay here and persevere, and I know I will with God's help, with you supporting me and coming into my periscopes. And I'll keep coming in here and keep doing these. Maybe this time of day I'll come in here because I get more people in now than I do any other time. So I'll probably come on tomorrow after I do the zucchini bread. So be looking for that. So I think I'm going to get ready to go now because I've probably been on long enough. But I thank you all for coming on and sharing this out with other people and being here for me. And I hope you all have a great night wherever you might be. And until we meet again, take care. God bless and bye-bye.